Hello students, how are you doing? I trust you're staying safe. Please do continue to stay safe. My name is Ms. Daniel, and today we'll be treating the third topic on our scheme, which is the review of interjections, prepositions, conjunctions, and adjectives. Our first week, we treated the topic, the review of nouns and pronouns. Then the second week, we treated the review of verbs and adverbs. And today, our focus will be on the last four, which are interjections, prepositions, conjunctions, and adjectives. So moving on, what are the learning objectives for this class? What are the learning objectives for this class? At the end of this lesson, you should be able to define interjection, adjectives, conjunctions, and prepositions. Also, you should be able to identify interjections, adjectives, conjunctions, and prepositions in sentences. Moving on, what are interjections? What are interjections? Interjection is a part of speech that demonstrates the emotion or feeling of the author. Interjection is a part of speech that demonstrates the emotion or feeling of the author. Interjections can stand alone or be placed before or after a sentence. Many times, as within the examples of interjections below, you notice that many interjections are followed by an exclamation marks. So exclamation marks or points ends an interjection. Let's look at some few examples of interjections and their definition. Examples of interjections and their definition. The first is ahem. Ahem. This is the sound of someone clearing their throat in an attempt to get your attention. This is when someone clears their throat in an attempt to get your attention. Ah. I is used to call for help when someone is scared. Ah, this is used to call for help when someone is scared or frightened. Boo. Boo is used to scare someone or to voice disapproval. It is used to scare someone or to voice disapproval. Eh. Eh is used when you didn't understand or hear what someone said. Ew. Ew conveys dislike or disgust. So it is used most times to show a dislike for something or disgust towards something. Can mean you're thinking or hesitating. It is used to show an action of thinking or hesitation. So moving on to more examples of interjections and their definitions. We also have geez. Geez. Someone will say, oh, geez, could indicate you can't believe something or you're exasperated. This is when you can't believe something or something is beyond one's imagination. Ooh la la. Ooh la la is a slightly comical way to refer to something as fancy or special. Now this sounds more comical, like you want to refer to something as fancy or special. Oops. Oops. This is an exclamation people use when they do something by accident. It is used mostly when people do something by accident. Phew. Phew. This is used to express relief or gladness when something is over. It is used to express relief or gladness when something is over. Wow. Wow can show surprise or amazement. It can show surprise or amazement. Yeah. Yeah demonstrates a very strong affirmation or approval. It is used to show a very strong affirmation or approval. Moving on, we'll consider some interjections in sentences. Some interjections in sentences. Here are some more interjections. This time they are used in the context of an accompanying sentence. The first example here we have is, ah, that feels wonderful. Ah, that feels wonderful. Ah, here is the interjection. Ah, that feels wonderful. Alas, I'm lost in the wilderness. Alas, I'm lost in the wilderness. Bah, that was a total waste of time. Bah, that was a total waste of time. Bless you, I couldn't have done it without you. Bless you, I couldn't have done it without you. Congrats, you finally got your master's degree. Congrats, you finally got your master's degree. Good grief, why are you wearing shorts in the winter? Good grief, why are you wearing shorts in the winter? Oh dear, I don't know what to do about this mess. Oh dear, I don't know what to do about this mess. Shoot, I forgot my brother's birthday. Shoot, I forgot my brother's birthday. Well, though, that was a stupid thing to do. Let me take a look at these examples. You find out that the exclamation mark is placed immediately after the interjection. So exclamation marks and interjection work hand in hand. So moving on to the next part of speech, which is conjunction. Now, what are conjunctions? You know, conjunction is a part of speech that we've been hearing right from our primary to secondary and all. So what are conjunctions? Conjunctions are words that link other words, phrases, or clauses together. No, a more common definition of conjunction is conjunctions are joining words used to join two or more words or phrases, clauses, clauses together to make a complete sentence. Now let's take a look at some examples and see how some conjunctions are used in the examples. I like cooking and eating, but I don't like washing dishes afterward. I like cooking and eating, but I don't like washing dishes afterward. I like cooking and eating is a conjunction. Sorry, is a sentence, like is a clause. I like cooking and eating. It passes and it makes a complete sense. But I don't like washing dishes. So but in this context is used to join I like cooking and eating together with I don't like washing dishes afterward. I like cooking and eating, but I don't like washing dishes afterward. So but here is used to join these two clauses together to make a complete sense. Another example, Sophie is clearly exhausted. Sophie is clearly exhausted, yet she insists on dancing till dawn. Sophie is clearly exhausted, yet she insists on dancing till dawn. Sophie is clearly exhausted, yet is a conjunction, and it is used to do what? It is used to join Sophie is clearly exhausted together with she insists on dancing till dawn. Conjunctions allow you to form complex, elegant sentences and avoid the choppiness of multi-short sentences. You know, in our second term, we've treated sentences and we talked about the types of sentences. We talked about simple sentences, compound sentences. So conjunctions most times are used to join a I used to join two parts of a sentence together to make a complete sentence. Now, make sure that the phrases joined by the conjunctions are parallel. That means they share the same structure. It's not just about joining and joining, but you must ensure that the phrases being joined together share the same structure. So moving on to adjectives. What are adjectives? Adjectives are words that describe the qualities or states of being of nouns and pronouns. Also, adjectives are also said to be words that qualify or describe a noun or a pronoun. So adjectives are words that describe nouns or pronouns in a sentence. Examples, we have enormous, dog-like, silly, yellow, fast. Now you might be surprised to see yellow as an adjective. Now colors are adjective. When we have colors black, white, pink, blue, whatever color, all colors are adjective. Also numbers are adjective. When you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on and so forth, they are adjective. They can also describe the quantity of nouns. Adjectives can also describe the quantity of nouns. For example, we have many, we have few, millions, 11. All these are used to show the quantity of nouns, and they are all adjectives. Adjectives qualify nouns and pronouns. Most students learn that adjectives are words that describe nouns and pronouns, which is very correct. Adjectives do not qualify verbs or adverbs or other adjectives. Some people make the error or mistake of saying that adjectives qualify verbs, adverbs, or that. This is a very wrong definition of adjectives. Adjectives only qualify or describe noun and pronouns. Adjectives have no business with verbs. Adjectives have no business with adverbs. It has no business with another adjective. So examples of adjectives used in sentences. Margot wore a beautiful hat to the pie eating contest. Margot wore a beautiful hat to the pie eating contest. Now this sentence would as well make sense if we say Margot wore a hat to the pie eating contest. But now what is the essence of beautiful in this sentence? Beautiful further describes the hat. It further describes the hat. That means it qualifies the hat. So if we just say Margot wore a hat to the pie eating competition, this makes a complete sense, but we don't even know the kind of hat that was worn by Margot to the pie eating competition. But if we, with the addition of beautiful gives a clarification, like a proper description of the kind of hat that was worn by Margot. So in this sentence, beautiful is an adjective, and it is used to do what? It is used to qualify the hat in the sentence. Furry dogs may overeat in summertime. So dogs may overeat in the summertime makes a complete sense. But furry here, it's used to describe the kind of dog. So in this sentence, furry is the adjective. My cake should have 16 candles. My cake should have 16 candles. So 16 in the sentence is the adjective. Why? Because it's a adjective of quantity. Okay, quantity. My cake should have 16 candles. So last example here is the scariest villain of all time is Darth Vader. The scariest villain of all time is Darth Vader. So scariest here, which is a superlative adjective, is the adjective in the sentence. In the sentences above, the adjectives are easy to spot because they come immediately before the nouns they qualify. So that will be all for adjective. Moving on to the last part of speech, we have preposition. What are prepositions? Prepositions. A preposition is a word that indicates the relationship between a noun and other words of a sentence. A preposition is a word that indicates the relationship between a noun and other words of a sentence. They explain relationships of sequence, space, logic between the object of the sentence and the rest of the sentence. They help us understand order, time connections, and positions. Examples. I am going to Canada. I am going to Canada. So what is the preposition in the sentence? To is a preposition. I am going to Canada. Alex threw a stone into the pond. Alex threw a stone into the pond. So yeah, into is the preposition in the sentence. The present is inside the box. The present is inside the box. So yeah, inside is the preposition. Is the preposition in the sentence. They have gone out of the town. Off is the preposition here. Moving on to types of prepositions. Types of prepositions. Most of the prepositions have many uses. There are some prepositions which are common in every type of prepositions as they function in versatile ways. Now, what does this mean? There are some prepositions that may appear in more than a type. Now, this does not call for any form of error, but it means that the preposition can be used in a versatile way. So the first type of preposition here is prepositions of time. The next is prepositions of place and direction, prepositions of agent or things, phrasal preposition. So the first here is preposition of time. Prepositions of time show the relationship of time between the nouns to the other parts of a sentence. Examples: on, at, in, from, to, for, since, ago, before, till, until, by, etc. These are the most common preposition of time. These are the most common preposition of time. Examples: he started working at 10 a.m. He started working at 10 a.m. So at is the preposition of time. It would be wrong to say he started working by 10 a.m. No, we don't use by with time. We use at. He started working at 10 a.m. The company called meeting on 25th August. So on there is a preposition of time. There is a holiday in December. He has been ill since Monday. So since is the preposition of time. Moving on to preposition of place and direction. Prepositions of place show the relationship of place between the nouns to the other parts of a sentence. Examples are on, at, in, by, from, to, from, towards, to, up, down, across, between, among, through, in front of, behind, above, over, under, below, etc. Now, these are the most common prepositions of place and direction. Examples: is at home. He is at home. He came from England. The police broke into the house. I live across the river. So if you take a look at these examples properly, the prepositions are in bold. At is a preposition. From is a preposition. Into is a preposition. Also, across is also a preposition. Moving on to prepositions of agents and things. Prepositions of agents or things indicate a casual relationship between nouns and other parts of the sentence. Examples of these are of, for, by, with, about, etc. These are the most common prepositions of agents or things. Examples: this article is about smartphones. This article is about smartphones. Most of the guests have already left. Most of the guests have already left. I will always be here for you. I will always be here for you. So for here is the preposition of agent and thing. He is playing with his brother. He is playing with his brother. So with is a preposition in the sentence. Lastly, we have phrasal preposition. Phrasal preposition. A phrasal preposition is not a prepositional phrase, but they are a combination of two or more words which functions as a preposition. Examples are along with, apart from, because of, by means of, according to, in front of, contrary to, in spite of, on account of, in reference to, in addition to, in regard to, instead of, on top of, out of, with regards to, and so on and so forth. These are the most common phrasal prepositions we have in English language. Examples: they along with their children went to Atlanta. They along with their children went to Atlanta. According to the new rules, you are not right. According to the new rules, you are not right. In spite of being a good player, he was not selected. In spite of being a good player, he was not selected. I am going out of the city. Now, if you take a look at these prepositions properly, the words that form these prepositions are more than, no, we have more than one, forming, making one word. Okay, making one word, which acts as a preposition. We have along with, according to, in spite of, in, I'm going out of, and also out of. So just a quick review of what we're doing, what I've been talking about. I said our topic for today is a review of interjections, adjectives, conjunctions, and prepositions. I also said at the end of this lesson, you should be able to define interjection, adjective, conjunction, and preposition. Also, you should be able to identify interjections, adjectives, conjunctions, and prepositions in sentences. I talked about interjections. I said interjections are words that are used to demonstrate the emotions of the feelings, that are used to demonstrate the emotions or feeling of the author. Okay, these are used to demonstrate an author's feeling or emotions. I gave examples of interjections also with their definitions: ahem, ah, bu, you, and um. Mm. These are also more examples of interjections and their meanings. Interjections in sentences. I use some interjections in sentences like, ah, that feels wonderful. Alas, I'm lost in the wilderness. Bless you. I couldn't have done it without you, and so on and so forth. Moved on to the next conjunction, and I said conjunctions are joining words or linking words. They are used to join or link two or more words or phrases or clauses together to make a complete sentence. Also, adjective, talked about adjective. I said adjectives are words that describes the quality or state of being of nouns or pronouns, or adjectives are words used to describe or qualify a noun or a pronoun in a sentence. Adjectives qualify nouns and pronouns. Examples of adjectives in a sentence. Prepositions. Prepositions are words that indicate the relationship between a noun and other words of a sentence. And I also went further to say that there are 4 types of prepositions. We have prepositions of time, prepositions of place, prepositions of place and directions, prepositions of agents and things, and lastly, phrasal prepositions. We also talked about the examples of each type of preposition. I want to thank you for listening to this video, and I really hope that you learned a lot from this video. Please keep staying safe and attempt your assignments. I look forward to doing this again. Bye for now.